What is up, guys, and welcome to my YouTube Christmas special. This is annoying. It's just really itchy. Oh, it's so hot on here as well. I don't know if you can see it, there's the fire behind me there. It's roasting. It's about 27 degrees inside here. I've got my shorts on. So there we go. Welcome to a little intimate, private Christmas party. Just me and you. I've got a tangerine for you. I think that might be a clementine. It's not a satsuma though. I know that. Got those. I've got a little bowl of Twiglets we can share. Little tip there: if you haven't got many Twiglets left, just put them in a little bowl. Makes them look like you're being really generous. Got the candles, nice little atmosphere going on. Got the fairy lights. Got the tinsel. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's Christmas. Everybody loves Christmas, but if you don't, I'm sorry. In fact, if you don't like Christmas, it's fine, because we've got a nice bottle here of stout. I've been saving this for at least an hour. So yeah, let's get cracking on this Christmas party. Let's get a drink here. So I'm going to pour. What's this? It's Imperial Stout, 10.5%. It's Christmas, isn't it? So let's not worry too much about that. One for you first. Look at that. Oh, look at that. And yes, I did used to work in a pub. Cheers. Put that down there. It's just down there, okay? And if you don't like stout, or if you don't drink, or if you don't want it, I'll have it. Lush. Right, there we go. So that's the beer. Little sip of this. Oh, that is strong. Whew. There's going to be some news coming at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I just wanted to say, guys, I've not changed at all since filming the BBC TV series Canal Boat Diaries. Alright, maybe a little bit. I got myself a fridge. And so now in the summer, at least, I can keep all my food cold. I haven't had a fridge for 4 years. How did I get away with that for so long? And new covers for my boat. So I've got brand new covers on the Naughty Lass now. It looks fantastic. It's a bit of a change. And I know the colour will pick up dirt a little bit easier. But I like things when they're a bit worn in anyway, don't I? So should be all good. And then I managed to sort out the insulation on the boat. So in my roof right now, along half of the boat at least, and some of the sides, especially in the bathroom and the galley, I've got this recycled glass bottle insulation. So hey, that's pretty eco, guys. And also it's pretty toasty, I've got to say. Although there's no substitute for actually putting the heating on, so I'll still have to do that. I also managed to get some new toilet pipes. So I've gone up in the world there, and I basically just swapped out my old ones, which just had this awful load of stuff inside them that was making them smell, not of poo or anything like that, but there was this sort of musty smell that you couldn't quite place. So the new ones, they just make things smell normal again, which is great. So my boat, not only is it smelling good because of those poo pipes that I've replaced, but also because of the insulation, less condensation on board, so it feels a lot less damp. So yeah, I'm improving my standards of living, which was always the goal. In terms of people recognising me, yeah, I've had a few more people come up to me and say, "Oh, yeah, you're that canal man. You make those canal videos," you know, just because they've seen me on BBC Four. But you know, it's great. At least I get to meet some new people, which is what it's all about. Got more financial freedom from actually paying off the loan on this boat, so I've no longer got a mortgage or a rent to pay, so I do feel at least I'm in the black at the moment. I found out that I've got more messages to respond to. Obviously, you know, when the TV series is on, there's so many messages and I loved seeing them all. It was absolutely amazing because I was ill and suffering from nerve damage, which I've got at the moment, so I can't actually move the boat because I'm going to physio at the moment just to try and sort out some nerve damage in my arm, whatever. And yeah, so it really helped me just reading the supportive messages, and especially from boaters who are realising what I'm trying to do here. in that is spreading the word that, you know, people actually do live on boats. You know, they're not just for holidays, and there's a lot of real life stuff that comes into it, not just sitting on the back of your boat drinking gin and tonic. The best thing that came out of making Canal Boat Diaries, that has changed me a lot, is my girlfriend, Alice. There's a picture of her. She is from Yorkshire, and I met her whilst filming. And it wasn't because I was making a TV show, we just clicked straight away. We met in Pub of the Week, of course, and I noticed she was one of the only girls wearing a nice summer dress. Didn't have any makeup on at all. She just came in and she just looked absolutely gorgeous. I thought, how am I going to talk to her? So I waited for her to come over to the bar. I think she was waiting for some friends, and I leaned over and I just said, what's the difference between Hebden Bridge and Todmorden? And she said, the price of a pint. And that actually went in the TV series itself, that little line, our first words. So very, very romantic. So I'm forever grateful for the show, just because I've got this wonderful person in my life. And she actually also has another person in her life, and that's her little daughter, 2-year-old daughter. So she's not going to be moving aboard anytime soon, but I'm just very, very lucky to have her in my life. So happy Christmas to me. Apart from that, nothing has changed. I've still got the same curtains. I'm still burning coal on the fire. I've still not sorted out various woodwork bits along my boat, like the hatch that needs redoing. At the moment, it's just got this awful bit of insulation taped to it. And you're just generally, I'm still the naughty lass. I'm still living here. Although I do, courtesy of Alice, I do get to have a few more baths, which is great. I still want to meet new people and make these videos to connect with people that are on my sort of wavelength, and travel the less explored parts of the system, and you know, the canal towns that people might miss out. So that's still my goal. Which brings me to my news. So are you ready for this? Get your drink. So I got your drink there, right, ready? Canal Boat Diaries, there is going to be a series 2. The BBC had a meeting with me last week and they said, yep, it's a go ahead. So let's cheers to that. Cheers. I've not got many details at the moment because it's just basically I've been given the green light and that's it. So I'm ready to start filming from March onwards. And yeah, they've just told me that 4 episodes, 3 of which will have to be in various areas like the West Midlands, East Midlands, and that's the Northwest. So I think we'll start up in Ellesmere Port in the Northwest, and that takes us through Chester, which I've always wanted to visit and make a video of. Down the, I think it's Shropshire Union. So I've done it before and it's beautiful. If we can get some nice drone footage, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? And then coming into Wolverhampton, and yeah, even trace back the place where the Naughty Lass, this boat, was actually built, and then around to East Midlands area. Might try the Ashby Canal, because that's, you know, visually I think stunning. A lot of narrowboat YouTubers, they all say it's a good one to explore. Ending up in Birmingham, I think, on the last episode. I think, well, what we'll do is try and explore all those little canals that you know, that maybe you get forgotten about, that need exploring. So this is all filming starting in March, but ready for sort of this time next year, and then possibly do a Christmas episode, and just release that at Christmas time. But all of what I've just said is subject to change, because TV, as I've found out, is very flexible. That, you know, there's a lot can change, even right to the last minute. So yeah, we'll see. If you've got any ideas of what you'd like to see, what you'd liked on the series that we've just done, or what you would like to see more of, that sort of thing, just put it down in the comments below and I'll pass it on. You know I will. I'm still working on trying to get it for overseas viewers, trying to get it shown overseas. I've been on at the BBC to try and say, look, people want to watch this in Australia, in New Zealand, in the US. We'll see what happens. It's obviously not up to me. There were a few questions that I said on a previous video. If you have any questions about the series, I can let you know. So I've got one here from Cole H. Hi Robbie, looking forward to seeing the programmes, but how did it come about exactly? Well, it came about just right time, right place. I was already making these sort of videos on YouTube, voyage logs I was calling them, and my producer was pitching ideas for programmes to his boss, and his boss was looking to do something different. So I just got the call from my producer Stuart, who is now become a great friend, and he just said, yeah, I really like what you're doing, but do you want to make something a bit bigger? We'll put some drones in there, or more history, and explore more of the canals. And yeah, so that's how it came about, and I just went with it. I thought this is the right person to work with. It's the BBC. I've always wanted to do a programme with them, so yeah, away we go. John Amon says, it would be great to see some behind the scenes or outtakes of, or the making of the series clips if possible. Well, John, I have actually been putting some of those in as much as I can. And in the next two vlogs, you will actually see some more behind the scenes footage if you look carefully. So yeah, it was all the stuff that I filmed around filming for the series, because I can't use all the clips that I didn't use on BBC, because that's all copyrighted BBC stuff. Kirsty Hawkins says, how much did you get paid? And someone else has said, yeah, always one who wants to know. Yeah, always someone who wants to know how much you get paid. I don't have to tell you, unless I get paid over £100,000. Apparently, by law or regulations, you have to tell the public. And I got Craig Elliott. Craig says, does this mean no more YouTube vlogs though? Well, no, because there's so much that I couldn't go into detail about on the series, and that's made in a certain style. And I think my YouTube videos are a little bit looser, aren't they? Whereas I've got someone else editing the BBC stuff, which is brilliant. I do enjoy editing and playing around with new ideas, and YouTube is the only place that I can do that. It's also the only place I can do Pub of the Week, so there's your answer. Then we've got Kate RH says, where did the production crew stay? Well, there wasn't really, I mean, there was just Stu, the producer, and a lot of the time he would stay on board on the sofa, and then the next day we'd get cracking and do some more filming. But most of the time I'm on my own. The camera man might turn up for each month to film a little bit, and the drone operators, which actually relates to another question here. So Mark Mail says, did you have set drone days, or did you tell them when you were in a drone friendly environment? Well, all that stuff was organised by the drone operators themselves, and so they have a hell of a lot of paperwork to do. It had to be all done by the book, and filming in cities like Liverpool, can you imagine? Another question here from IA. Do narrowboaters have their own set of superstitions, like maybe never changing a boat's name because it's inauspicious, like sailors have? Well, yeah, there are always superstitions, but I'm not a superstitious person. I changed the name of this boat, and it's actually been pretty lucky, you could say, couldn't you? But I think you make your own luck, and you're always going to be unlucky. You're always going to be lucky, whatever you do. You can't control fate. That's my opinion anyway. And then I've got Paul Sherwood, who says, have you had any issues with security, theft or vandalism? And I think that might be a general question, but during the show it was pretty good, during filming. Obviously got a lot of equipment on board, but whenever I leave the boat, I always take that equipment with me, and that is why I use a phone to do all my filming, because any expensive equipment, I don't want to leave that on board. If I'm going to the pub, I'm going to take it with me. Even my iPad, I'll just stick it in the bag. I can take that with me wherever I go. Anyway, I just want to say Merry Christmas, if you believe in that sort of thing, to you and your loved ones, and I hope you're settling down now, watching this video, feeling relaxed. Christmas is stressful, isn't it? So I'm going to give you a big hug, the Christmas hug, bring it in. Because yeah, Christmas is mental, and there's sometimes you're spending it alone, sometimes you're just not in the mood, whatever, but that's fine. You don't have to be. So anyway, lots of love to you, thanks for watching this video, and cheers. Do you want me to finish yours? Yeah, I'll finish it, don't worry. Merry Christmas. Not gonna eat these twiglets either, so I'll have them.